welcome to another episode of the Cypher. What's up, guys? Colin Mill here. I'm here with my co-host. Introduce yourselves.
Yo, man, it's KF, Frenchy to Death. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, guys, it's Harley.
So, guys, you know what it is. It's a Cypher. I haven't done a Cypher in years. Maybe 2013, 2014, maybe. It's been a while. But, same thing. You already know. We blowing it down. Now we in my whip. Now we not in the crib no more doing this thing. I mean, we still be in the crib ciphering, but now we in the whip doing this thing. Just cause.
No, it's a good thing.
It's a nice day out. It's a nice day.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day today. Shoot, how many degrees was it today? Let's do the weather.
I think it was like the high today.
We hit like 63.
Finally, in New York, like spring has been horrible this past month in New York. Like it's the worst. I can't stand it. But finally, it's finally getting there. You know, the only thing I don't like is usually when it's spring, because my birthday is in this month. Usually, I notice there's certain trees in our neighborhood when it becomes spring, flowers grow out of these things. Like you seen them like purple looking flowers.
And they starting to come out now, little by little.
It's late.
Oh, and
that's the problem.
By the way, happy related. By the way,
thank you.
Related, call my birthday pass.
Yes, on 420 was my birthday. I'm sure you've been listening to the Cypher. You know that because we had special 420 episodes in the past. But yes, I am now officially 28. I'm about to hit the third level of life in 2 more years. I'm about to hit the third level. It's a blessing. Not too much people make it here.
Yes.
The only thing I'm kind of tight. I'm now 28 years in with no birthday sex. The only thing I'm kind of upset about.
That's a late topic that we're gonna do. But first,
because it's not much to really discuss because I didn't have it.
I had, but you never had no experience like that. So.
I've never had any birthday sex ever, and I've had relationships. Like I had girlfriends during my birthday, and still, for some reson, never had birthday sex.
You had terrible girlfriends.
There was always something that came up. There's always. I can't
I'm sorry. Maybe something came up, but
even this year I was with a girl on my birthday. But I wasn't at my crib. We went out to eat. We was in my car, and I wasn't trying to have sex in my car. Not on my birthday. Like I have sex in my car before, but I'm not doing it on my birthday. So I just we just chilled. I mean, I guarantee I did have sex the next day for the next 2 days, but it's like maybe there's too much hype. Is there too much hype over?
No.
Birthday sex, yes.
Is birthday sex even popping? Is it any different?
Yeah. It depends on what you do.
No.
If you go out and have fun, don't listen to this shit. Because let me tell you something. When you go out and have fun, you eat, and then you go to a club and you with that person, or you by yourself, my nigga, you have that opportunity to get some ass. It could be a hotel room, it could be her crib, it could be your crib, and at the end of the day, that sex is gonna feel good whether you're drunk or not. Because it's my birthday.
It's birthday sex. I think the only reason.
I think it feels good. Like it depends on what you do. Like let's say if you with your woman for this amount of years and for some reason your last birthday sucked because your best friend made it bad. Right. Maybe this year she put on red lingerie and let you go out to the movies, have a beer. You come home from work if your birthday is on a job day because it's not every birthday's on a weekend.
Right. Or
your day off.
Right.
Like it depends on who does something nice.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something different because it can't be the same old sex you have every.
Like I come home, there's a big ass steak in front of me. I don't want the steak no more. Spread them legs. Let me get that now. And then when I'm done, let me work up the appetite.
You know what I think? I remember, I forgot which show or movie. I forgot where I heard this before, but I know I've heard somebody would talk about head, and the wife will go, "It's not your birthday." So I'm thinking maybe that's where the whole birthday sex thing comes from. On your birthday you may get head, but you may not get head during the rest of the year. So it's special because you get on your birthday, you get in that head. You're like, "Oh yeah, my birthday coming. I'm about to get that head."
That's what you call a controller. She controls.
Listen, my whole thing about birthday sex is what makes it so different? What, just because it's my birthday?
What makes it different on Valentine's Day?
That's what I'm saying. Sex on Valentine's Day. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I'm speaking for myself though. Sex on Valentine's Day is sex. I don't look at Valentine's Day like, oh well.
Well, it's easy for y'all to say. Y'all don't give us the real crazy gifts. Y'all just have to give us sex on Valentine's Day. We the ones that do all the special shit.
Sometimes if you're working hard and they know that you're putting your back out, sometimes that female does good things for you. You always gotta be a 50-50 thing. That's why love is a 50-50 thing. It's not an 80-20. If you're looking for an 80-20, I feel sorry for you. That's not a relationship.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why when people would just be like, yo, birthday sex. No, why would you only make love to your partner just in that particular way, just for that day. Like, if I'm going to have sex with you, if I'm gonna do something special one day, like I'm gonna do it every single time we have sex.
Yeah, but every day is different. Sometimes people want to have sex for like an hour, 2 hour longer, and sometimes people want to get it done in 2 minutes. Like, all right, we gotta do this real quick and be out.
But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, all right, well, you know what? Like, I'm not gonna suck your dick because it's your birthday. Like no. Like, if I'm gonna suck your dick, I'm gonna suck your dick. Like, why am I gonna wait for your birthday? Why?
Thank you. Why wait? But like, that's why I say, like, doing special type of section, nah. If it's what you do on that day, like, let's say it's my birthday and my boys took me out, blah, blah, blah. They got me drunk, they got me hammered. Right. And then I come home, I'm halfway tipsy, and like, yo, baby, where you...
You know, it's crazy. I think, now that I sit here and think about it, I probably could have had birthday sex because I was with a girl and we was in my car and she was putting my hand on her breast and all that other stuff, but because she kept saying no, I couldn't tell. Like, so when does no means no? Because, you know, we hear to say no means no. We get that. And then, all right, if until I get the consent, I know I can't do nothing. But if the girl is repeatedly getting on top of you, kissing you, putting your hand on her breast, and then when you start to pull off the pant and she goes, no.
That's the gray area. Because sometimes they be like feeding for it, be like, it's okay, you could just grab me. But nah, we don't.
That's what makes it hard, because they usually, most times,
we don't understand the body language, you know what I mean?
That's the thing, we have to actually sit there and pay attention to every body signal. That's the whole thing.
Because then it'll be like a clusterfuck, and this is what men gotta go through, because we're scared of, because now we're actually scared of getting called rapists.
Yeah.
That's exactly how that fear came in. Like,
that's probably literally why I didn't have sex with my brother, because I'm like, all right,
like,
that's
a fear.
All right, but then we did it again during the weekend, and then I'm like, all right, we're gonna keep doing this. Really like.
But this is why I like the one night stand. Is like the two. You know what you're there for. I know what I'm here for, and both of us get a hotel room and we bust a nut and leave, and we don't see each other. We might, if we're in the same area, we might pop up and be like, hey, oh, how you doing? How you been? Same thing again. You still single? I'm still single. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to trying to do something with maybe an older guy and a younger female, you know what I'm saying? Or even vice versa, is a little gray area. When does no mean no? And especially when you're playing like, no, please stop, no.
Harley, as a female, please tell us, when does no mean no? And when does no mean, just
take it off slowly.
Take
be
your
sexual
time.
with it.
Because y'all never want to say take your time. You know, slow down. Like I mean, you say it in your hands. Like, you know, you would tell us in hands. You know, like you would push us a little bit, but when we pull back, y'all start pulling us closer. Like wait. So when does it mean like I know for a fact from not really my experience, but from watching movies, Lifetime channel, especially watching Lifetime, you see a lot of this shit on Lifetime. Nigga. But a girl says no.
That is feminist shit on Lifetime. That's the control shit on Lifetime.
I'm just saying, when a girl says no on Lifetime, you know she means no. You know what I mean? So now I haven't been through the only time I can understand when a girl says like no and she really means like no, I can't do it. It's like when she starts crossing her legs and go like nah, we can't do this or whatever.
Yeah, I mean you can definitely tell by that's her tone.
That's definitely
how she sounds when like how she's moving, like body language also like that's yeah. Right. But me personally, like I can sit here and tell you no, and I'm gonna be the main one like helping you. Like, come on, you gotta get this. Come on, wait, what are you doing? Like
why do girls do that? Why?
I mean,
why can't you like?
I don't know. Something like that innocent shit they play. Innocence. Oh God, take me down now, man, beast. Right or wrong?
Look, again, me personally.
Just you personally.
I'm into like the whole dominatrix and submissive thing. Like I love it. It's foreplay for me, like it's a turn on. It gets me going, and it's that's just me personally.
I know a few girls like that because that's exactly. Well, not all. I can't say all girls are like that, but I've definitely dealt with girls who was like, it doesn't go down unless it doesn't happen unless I'm being real dominant. You know what I mean?
See, we need more females like that. More females.
No, because I have other situations. There's different girls like how you say one night stands. I can't remember how long ago this was. It was maybe a year ago or whatever. But there was a chick that I spent. The first time I smashed, both times basically was one night stand because me and her don't date. Whatever. She'll call up, she'll come through, or I come through, and we smash basically, right? One time she came to my crib, she brought some beers, we drank, and then we smashed. So she calls me up one time, And she's like, yo, what you doing? And I'm just like chilling, da-da-da-da. You know, basically just, you know, flirting or whatever. And I'm like, yo, you gotta chill. I'll come over right now. She's like, fuck out, you're not gonna come. I'm like, how much you wanna bet?
Okay.
She's like, she's like, you know where I live? Cause she had moved. I'm like, you already gave me your address. She's like, fuck it, come through. So I'm like,
Yep.
all right.
Yep.
Get in the whip. And she lived far. This is like fucking past for Concomus. So this is a trip. This is an hour I'm driving toward this shit. So I'm like, I know I gotta fuck. Cause I'm like, I'm driving this man. I don't travel. I'm like, if I get over there, I don't fuck, I'm gonna be tight.
I had those moments.
No. 20 minutes is my limit.
Oh, God.
If you're more than 20 minutes away, that's
But I knew, but the last time I saw her, I smashed. I know this is what this whole meeting was about. It was about smashing. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I get there. She live in the private neighborhood and shit like that. So I gotta go past the security guy. Gotta let me in and shit like that. I'm like, oh my God. All right. So she calls me up. She's like, hold up. My baby daddy pulled up real quick. I'm like, oh shit. You looking at Maury showing this bitch? Like, all right. She's like, hold up, stay in the car real quick until the thing is drive out. So I'm sitting in the car.
Don't you mean Jerry Springer, nigga?
Right? Either or, my ass was sitting in that car watching because my ass was afraid and I was looking for shit in my car to fight in case this nigga saw me. Like, all right. But nigga drove off. I'm sitting in my car like, all right, cool. Walking cool into the crib, like, yeah. I call her up. She's like, yeah, the door's open. So I'm like, oh shit, all right. Go in the door. I'm like, okay. She's sitting there in her robe. I'm like, what's up? She's like, what's up? She's like, you want a drink? I'm like, yeah. She had a big ass bottle of Bacardi, pouring me a drink. I'm like, all right, we sipping. She watching one of those DC Universe shows on CW. Like, I think it was a cross episode where everybody was in an Arrow and Supergirl. I'll never forget it because I don't watch that shit, so it was noticeable for me. Like, what the fuck? Why is everybody here? So I turned and I noticed she ain't got no clothes on. Mm-hmm. She's just naked in that robe. And I'm like, this is a first for me. Like usually I got there's a whole build up usually. Mm-hmm. I gotta, drink, talk, caress. Yeah. Yeah. Nope, not with her. Nope. She was ready, like, let's do this.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, all right, put my drink down, and boom, boom. Went home. She like 3 o'clock in the morning. Went home and shit like that, and that was it. Yep. But understand? I'm just saying, like,
she loyal. She loyal.
But it was like it was different though, because some girls it's just like let's do this, and other girls want the whole build up, and it's like I didn't know. Like it's like you don't know who you got until you get them. That's the interesting thing. You don't know which one you got until you actually in that situation where it's like, all right, we're doing this or not, which is strange because I noticed most girls, not all, go through a transition where they try that for a phase where they're like, Sex and the City, like, all right, I'm gonna be a nigga, I'm gonna fuck with niggas, I'm just gonna I'm gonna be a da-da-da-da, and then eventually get bored of that shit, like, nah, I ain't about that life. Like, it's the most...
Well, you got the ones that walk around, acting as if like, yeah, I'm about that life, and then when it's the time, it's just like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm not a thot. Like, what you mean?
I'd be like, so what the fuck am I here for? You just wasted time, money, and wow.
Yeah, my whole thing is I don't mind the build up. The build up is cool. I like it. It's fun, But it's so time consuming.
It is.
Like, because especially when my issue not my issue, but the girls who slept with me, the one that issue with me, I take forever to finish up or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So they're like, come on, we gotta hurry this up, eventually and shit.
I got the same problem.
So what bothers me is like, all right, so I gotta do this whole build up, and then I gotta try to hurry this shit up afterwards before you say, all right, we good.
There's no hurry up.
Like, and that's because. Like usually, after a while, when you sitting there, you notice the girls they climax a couple times before you do, and you're like, yo, I'm almost there. They're like, all right, I'm good. And you're like, nah, hold on, I'm almost there. They're like, hold on, I'm getting sore. We gotta stop. Like, oh my God, come on, all this build up, and you gonna stop me here? You gonna stop?
I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but this is where. You have to put the savagery back in the play.
Oh yeah, that's what keeps you in there. Like you have to. That's what keeps you in there. But
why
it's like,
am I the only female in this car right now?
We're gonna have this little conversation up again, but another time with more females. But it's just like I know some dudes who don't have that leisure of being able to go for that long. They could be 2-3 minutes, and maybe those are the guys the girls want. No.
Yo, I have a story to tell you.
Okay.
So there was, there's this guy that I dated in high school, right?
All right. Okay.
And when we were dating, we was very sexually active, whatever. Mm-hmm. So 10 years later, right? Mm-hmm. I end up running into him again. So
Where'd you run into him?
When?
Where?
Oh. He actually hit me up on Facebook.
Okay.
So it was just like,
Everybody
when he hit me up,
finds
it
it,
was
right?
like, hey, you know, like,
Right?
I'm about to smoke.
10 years ago. Kidding me.
yeah. He was like, hey, you know, I'm about to smoke. I'm in Brooklyn. You know, what are you doing? So I'm like, oh, well, you know, I'm on my way home. So he's like, well, swing over this way. I said, bet. Not a problem. Swung, made a detour, and headed out to Brooklyn. Like, all right. So, you know, we're sitting in the car, and I remember, like, we were, you know, flirting back and forth and shit. And he had asked me at one point, like, hey, so question, you know, would you fuck me? So I looked
that was a very...
Straightforward. Yo, that's a respectable nigga. Go ahead.
yeah, I respected it. So I looked at him and I was like, well, you know, technically I did 10 years ago. Like, I'm just saying, you know, would I do it again? But man, maybe. You know, there's a possibility in there. So I took
I'm sorry to cut you off. Let me ask you, when guys are straightforward, straightforward, like, what's the difference between straightforward and sounding thirsty? Because to me, I can never go like, you know, like, I can never really... I can't recall ever a time in my life where I was like, yo, can we fuck? Like, I never had that discussion ever. Where, you know,
I remember playing
usually for me, it's just like, yo, I want to see you. I can't wait till you come over. Like, I don't know. That's just for me. I guess it's just for me. I like it. I just like that way.
I guess for me at that very moment, it was just like, oh, okay. Like,
but how do you know what's the difference between sounding thirsty and it just being straightforward?
I don't know. I can't even.
All right. I hate to be the interjector here because I don't even know how to answer that one, but
I don't either.
But check.
Leave a comment below and tell us. What is it? Give us your best lines, and we'll tell you which one sounds thirsty and which one sounds straightforward.
Matter of fact, help us out.
Help us figure that out.
This is exactly what I played as growing up. I think I was like 18, 19, when it was me, my cousin, and maybe my friend.
Okay.
Yo. We used to walk up to females. We're facing the opposite direction. We're going to them. We would just walk up to them saying, I want to fuck your soul and walk away. And then our cousins just look at their reaction.
Yo, she turned the fuck around and followed, right?
Not followed. No. Some of them was like,
nigga, that's a lawsuit.
Dude, lawsuit, dude. I said what I had to say. I didn't touch them.
You can't say that to me. Because me personally, I'm going to turn around like, whoa, listen, you know, well, I'm going to follow you. Like, well, what's up? Like, you were saying, I peeped it, I heard it. Like, what's up?
I was waiting for that.
It was funny.
My cousin got like 3 of those.
That's what I'm saying.
I got
Wait,
one.
Did you finish your story?
I did not.
But go ahead, finish up. Go ahead.
Where was I?
You was at high school.
He was straightforward in the car.
So you know, eventually we decided to link up, and it was like, all right, you know, fuck it, we'll do this. So I went all the way to Brooklyn, and I picked all the way to Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn, like J Street, Hoist, Kimmerhorn.
Yeah. I went to Brooklyn for sex before. I know what it is. Yeah, that's a trip.
I go all
and I didn't get to drive. I had to take the train.
Questioning.
I drove.
I mean, she's the reason why I learned what squirting is, so I guess it was.
Yes, then that means it was perfect.
Yeah, and she's the one who taught me about Sex in the City. But, you know, that's a different story.
Continue.
So I go all the way out to Brooklyn. I pick him up. I come all the way back home, right? And we're messing around or whatever the case is. He puts the condom on. I would never fucking forget this, man. It was a fucking commercial in the background. TV's on and the commercial's going. And it's the guy's talking about carpets, right? And he puts the condom on. I go doggy style, he slides in, and all I hear is just like 2 strokes later, and he's just like, oh shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, yo, you alright? Like, so he's like, yo, you got another condom? And I'm just like, not on me right now.
Oh, no.
I might have to, you know, go grab one, but what happens? Everything alright?
Right.
And he's just like, I'm just saying though, like, I'm about to bust a nut, and I want to, you know, give me 20 minutes and I'll go again. And I'm like, my nigga, the commercial's not fucking finished. Like, what you mean you about to bust this nut?
No,
like,
oh, God, quickies.
Best believe he busted that nut and went the fuck to sleep. I was like, my nigga, nah, we gotta get up. Look, the A train is straight down the block. Like, go.
That shit is wild.
That was... What?
That shit is wild.
Why?
That was a waste.
I can only remember one time where I had a quickie, and it was my second time I've ever had sex in my life. I'll never forget it, because the first time I had sex, I don't know why I did this to myself. My man gave me a condom. It was one of those Trojan extra pleasure, whatever. Basically, it was supposed to keep you having sex for a long amount of time. So I'm thinking, as a virgin, like, oh, if I have this, I'm not gonna bust right away. So I'm thinking like, this is the smartest fucking thing ever. Like, oh, this is gonna be lit.
Lies.
Like, yo.
Look, he was already living in technology.
Right? So, we get there, I don't know how to fucking put a condom on and shit, so.
Oh shit! Don't tell me the battery.
Oh, no, okay. Sorry, guys. I thought my car battery just died. But we're okay. We're fine.
We was all sitting here in darkness.
We're okay. But anywho, so, I'm not sure how to put a condom on properly, so she's helping and shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, mind you, like I said, I'm a virgin. I'm not sure where everything is yet. So I'm feeling around. I'm like, okay, this is where the parts are. All right, I've been playing with this for a few days now. I think I know where this is. Okay. So, I get inside her and, she does the sound, so I know it's in, but I can't tell it's in. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm stroking. She's making the sounds, but I'm not feeling nothing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like, this is sex? This is what niggas don't go crazy about? Like, what the fuck is going on? They didn't hit me. Oh, fuck. This condom made my dick numb. Like, what the fuck did soldier put in this shit? This shit ruined my whole first fucking second.
That's another thing that you gotta watch out for, people. The wrong condom.
Yes,
make sure
people.
you try. Please, pre-test yourself. Pre-test. I understand it sounds weird, but pre-test.
He's actually right on point. I remember somebody telling me one of the other Trojan condoms, the one with the lubricant that come in it, the his and hers. One of them, I'm not sure if it's his or hers, but somebody got a yeast infection messing with them shits. Or
it was me.
It
was me.
I knew that story sounds familiar from somewhere. But long story short, that night, we went in for like an hour or two. She loved it. I ain't feel shit. I was lost and confused. But the next day she came through. We did it again. And best believe, I used the regular condom. And best believe, within 2 minutes, boom. It was like, oh, okay. All right. I know what this is. Okay. Right. But that was the only time.
No man in this world, except for monks for some fucking reason, can say that they haven't came quick. Like, quick is, even if it's 5 minutes, like... 2 seconds. I'm like, there's been out there 2 seconds.
I don't know about 2 seconds.
Like
that was definitely the shortest. That was the shortest in my lifetime.
That was
my second time.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 minutes. I think was the quickest. Like 4 or 5 minutes.
And anytime after that, it was purposely done. Like we had to rush it. Like she's like, you need to do this fast. Like, all right, fuck it.
Do this fast.
Turn around.
You picked the wrong nigga. You picked the wrong brother. I apologize. What the hell is quick to me? What does that mean?
Like my mama home and we need to hurry this shit up. It's crazy, because women, like when y'all want it, y'all will let a nigga know y'all want it. I'll never forget it. This one time I was dealing with a chick, and I'm like, all right, she live in the Bronx, so I'm like, fuck, this is a fucking trip.
See, that's the distance.
Right? This is again, and this is before I was driving, so my ass had to take a fucking bus. I was tight because the last time I saw her, I found out I could have been taking the train this whole fucking time. I was so tight. I learned the train ride to wait the last day. But anyway, so I get over there. I'm traveling all the way from the Q44 to another BX bus. So it was 2 buses I'm taking to this chick trip. I get to her crib and shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now, me and her, we're actually together at this point. So it's not like, I don't know if I'm not going to get the pussy or not. I know I'm going to fuck when I get there.
Okay.
So I'm in this. I'm like, all right, let's go to your room. She's like, nah, I got to be in my mom's room just in case my mom come home. And I'm like, wait, hold on.
Oh, that's a new level.
We in your mama room? What? I'm like, all right, fuck it. We in your mama room, right? I'm bold. I'm like 17, 18 at this point. So
nigga, that's prime.
Right? I was like, fuck it.
What you mean? Nigga jumped out windows.
So she has enough, like, all right, I got, my baby brother got to be nearby, because I'm like, all right, now, hold the fuck up now. Like, you do a little, wait, so we got to be in your mama's room, and your little brother got your baby, because the baby's not even like a full year yet or whatever. Like, this baby's fresh born and shit.
Oh, my God.
So she's like, I got to keep an eye on my baby brother. And I was like, oh, my God, you're making it so fucking hard for me. Like, when I came all this way.
It was such a hard before.
Oh, my God. That had to be the worst
It was the fucking worst. Because every time the nigga cried, she had to stop, play some Alicia Keys. No one just came out, so, like, no one would shut him up and shit. And it's like, oh, my God, no. I can never listen to that song again because of that. I can never hear that song again. It's like, oh my God. Because all I can think of, like, this little nigga was not that far from this room. And I'm sure he was crying because he heard me fucking the shit out of his sister.
Oh my God.
What is he doing to her? What is he doing? Like, oh my God. Like, all I can think like, damn, why if I see this nigga one day and he just sees me and don't know why he hates me so much, but he knows that he got some deep-rooted anger with me. Like, I don't know you, but I hate you. You know, it's crazy. She actually hit me on Facebook not too long ago. Ooh. The girl I'm telling you the story right here. And it's crazy because that was like 10 years ago. That was like when that happened. We broke up because she moved.
But you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Why?
Yeah.
Why are these people coming at it? Why? 10 years?
Here's what bugged me the fuck out about it because she moved on to another nigga. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, ain't you fucking moved on, started a family and shit? She's like, that shit didn't work out and da-da-da. So I'm just sitting here like, so, bitch, you just gonna end me up and then we're just gonna start doing this all over again? Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. She was still fine. I probably was gonna hit it again. Yeah. But it's nowhere near like how it used to be. So I'm like, nah, you keep that.
Oh, man, it was terrible. I was just like, no. I'm so
like, yo, you gotta tell the truth. Look, I'm gonna smash and dash. Like, might as well.
I ain't saying we made the last thing I said. No, I didn't even say anything. I gave her the last word with, I'm like, what happened to you, baby dad? She's like, oh, things didn't work out. I'm like, oh, that's messed up. She's like, yeah, but life goes on. So I didn't respond after that. I'm like, that's the perfect way to end that fucking conversation. Life goes on. Mm-hmm. Conversation ends right there.
Deuces. That means deuces.
Right? Like, I ain't saying nothing else.
There goes that closure.
Right?
Goodbye.
That's that hard closure right
there. Lord have mercy.
Yo, do me a favor.
What's up?
Can you please unravel these and put this in there? That's why I got that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
so,
people, we're rolling up some more in this conversation. You know what? I'm realizing even though this Cypher conversation, we should do this on 420 for actual 420 today. But I'm realizing this needs to be its own podcast for sex. We need a sex talk podcast. I really think that will be interesting.
Shit, there's 365 days and more of sex and shit, like books actually.
You know what's crazy? So, it's funny. Yeah, we're saying this because I actually have like maybe hundreds of like sex books, ebooks mostly on my hard drive, whatever. And when I talk to girls about positions and shit, they were like, "What the fuck? How you gonna learn sex from a book?" I'm like, you don't learn it from the book. The book tells you how to do it. So when you're in the moment, you try the shit. But they can never grasp the concept.
Hold on. Actually, I'm sorry. I gotta get into that. How many positions do you know?
As of now, without looking at anything, 28.
Okay.
That's without looking at anything.
Okay.
But there's so much more that I'm trying to know.
Oh, hell yeah, trust me.
The only thing is finding the right person to try them all with.
Yeah.
Because you don't have, see, y'all in a relationship, so y'all got a consistent partner. Where like me, I'm stuck in this fucking world where, it's like maybe I'm like doing something, maybe I'm not.
No. There was times where I was single in the past, and there was a couple females that actually said, "Yo, you can actually be rough. I need savage today," and it got savage.
Yeah, but if savage and doing different positions, two different things. Right?
Yeah, no, if
you could go savage. You could be doing savage missionary. You could be a savage doggy dog. There's a difference.
Have you ever lifted her up savagely?
Yes, but that's what it calls. That's what I'm saying. That's not position. Lift somebody up is not a position.
Oh yeah, true. You're right. You gotta lift her between the legs, and then you got
your position is like you really you.
I can't really put down because I don't have the book in my hands. Like I'm sorry, the blessings. My little Bible, sex Bible, nigga. Because the reason why I read it, because the reason why I started looking at these books, because when I was younger, I would just go off what I saw in pornos, and a lot of them shit didn't work. Because I started realizing, this shit was just for look. This shit wasn't about for pleasure for them. They were trying to look good for the camera. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck is all this bullshit? So I'm like, let me find something because me and the girl I was with, we were together for a good minute. So I'm like, we need to spice shit up. I'm really young here, and I don't know shit about shit. So I'm like, I need to learn everything I can learn while we in this relationship now and shit. So. Every time we met up and, she was there at my crib maybe 4 or 5 times a week and shit. So I'm like, all right, let's try this today. Shit. Yo, what was the best games y'all played during sex? That would be the one place thing.
Hide and go seek.
Fuck that shit.
I don't think I can't.
The only thing is hide the rainbow road, nigga.
No, you both of y'all blindfolded in the dark. And y'all only got your voices and other senses to find each other. The only thing is, I bumped the shit out of every fucking thing because I wasn't in my crib. So I'm just bumping in every fucking thing like fuck ah. And that's how she found me because I kept hitting shit like there you go like shit. I'm sick of this shit, man. But That's probably the best game I but there's so much more that I've never have tried yet though.
Oh, dude, man,
There's a whole book on it. I got it. There's a whole
not a book, man. They got dice game. They have a phone.
You know what's crazy? My brother actually had the dice growing up. He got it from Victoria's Secret. We wasn't even fucking 15 yet. I'll never forget that shit. I was like, I'm gonna use them shits one day. Never got to use them shits.
What? Oh my god!
Man,
the best game I played. Never have I ever.
Oh, I played that game, but not during sex.
Oh.
That was that was always like a group setting thing.
Shit.
But that's always would let you know who you was gonna have sex with. Like, oh, really? Like, okay, wait till these niggas leave. Okay. But I don't know. Sex, man. It's like 2018. It's a different world now. You know, back in the day, you know, I don't know how it was in the 50s or whatever. I don't know. Like from my imagination. I don't think sex is probably, you know, I don't think it's any different probably in the 1950s. Probably the only difference is what we're dressed like, the lingo that we're using.
No, the difference is that people actually, are open to talk about sex now. In the 50s, it was just like, no. Like,
it's male, female.
Yeah, well, yeah, 50s, yeah. But, what I should correct myself with, the 70s, I should say. Since the 70s, niggas, you know, shit's just been the same. Because niggas just been all over the place since the 70s. Just fucking everybody.
Niggas are just getting high for sex.
That was the whole shit.
Yeah, they found out chocolate motherfucker was alright now. They just relaxed, like, oh, shit.
And then they start creating STDs and shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I'm glad I was not around for. You know what's fucked up? On my birthday, the day I was born, there was an actual march in the city with a whole bunch of Haitians. Because Haitians was getting tight that Americans saying Haitians was bringing the AIDS to America. So niggas dead us had a march. Like, hey, you motherfuckers, come test all of us right now to see if we're fucking bringing AIDS to this country. That happened on the day I was born, literally, right here in New York. I'll never forget, because I went to my dad's barber shop one time, just back in the day, and that was on the wall. And I'm looking at the date, I'm like, Dad, that's my birthday. He's like, I know. I'm like, so you're just not going to bring this up ever? Like, just, you know, that's something, I think that would be something you want to bring up.
Probably.
I mean, that's something I would like to know that happened on my birthday. Like, Ninja Turtles came out with a big blockbuster, and a whole bunch of Haitians walked down the street. They had AIDS. Like, what the, like, come on now. But, but I don't know. You gotta be careful when you have sex now. You know, there's a lot of STDs. You know, I watch the news. You see that I forgot what was the highest rate right now between Atlanta and Miami right now. They got the biggest HIV or AIDS rate right now.
Please get tested. Please get tested.
Yes, please get tested. Don't be sitting there
just make sure. Go out. It's going to be difficult. Please.
It ain't going to be difficult. That shit easy peasy.
Yeah, easy peasy.
The only thing that
like put your pride aside for your health.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that because people don't want to sit there and see other people and have other people tell them like, yo, you about to die.
It's not even just that. A lot of people, because I work for the Department of Health, so I do HIV testings and STIs. Like a lot of the problem is that people don't like to come in as a couple,
right? And
usually we'll have a lot of females that come in that the guys are like pressuring them, like, oh no, you have to get tested, and then they want to be in the same room, and it's like, because of patient confidentiality, we can't, and they want to get mad, like, it's people are just also scared of hearing shit, like, oh, you have like this, that, and third, like,
it's like as soon as they say, well, your results are in,
right. Before, as soon as you take the test, you're sitting there thinking like, damn, there was this one time I fucked such and such, and I don't think I had a condom that night.
It's like, so no problem. Just grab it right there. Sorry. There you go. It's like it's hearing these words. It's hard. But once you clear, like, you good. But
I know when I get every time I get tested, I can't wait for the answers. I'm like, it's like waiting for an Amazon package. Like, like, come on, results. Let's get this information. Cause I'm a germaphobe. I got OCD. So it's just like, even when I have sex with condoms on, I'm like, these shits aren't like 99.9%.
Double up.
Like, nah, double up don't work. I tried that when I was younger. That shit go right through.
But as a person who tests you, we get nervous too.
Right.
Ironically enough, it's not us that is being tested, but I remember when I got my first HIV positive, like, oh my God, I freaked out.
Right.
Oh, I cried, because it was I've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tests,
right.
And I'm thinking you get used to seeing negatives, and oh yeah, so you got your negative, you're good, and then I'm sitting there and it's I remember this Filipino woman came in, and like she's so quiet, like she was speaking like a mouse. Like you would look at her like you're not sexually active,
Right.
and she's just like, oh, I just just curious. And it's like, all right, so like I tested her, and then as soon as the results came up, I looked at it like, all right, no, let me do this again.
Right.
Like do this a second time, because I mean, when we do get a positive, we have to test it a couple of times.
Right.
So I tested her again, and it came back positive. And I'm just sitting there like, how am I going to tell her that she's positive? Like,
Right, Lord.
how is she going to react? Like, is she going to flip out? Like, and when I told her, she was just like, oh, okay, well, it's whatever. And I'm just like, damn, like, can I hug you? Like, oh my God, it was just.
You are the strongest person right now. Anybody else would have probably broke down crying. You say.
And the crazy thing is, like, she, when we test you, like, we usually have to ask, like, really personal questions, like how many partners you've had, what you've done, what you haven't done. And she was saying, that she hasn't even had, like, actual vaginal sex. Like,
What?
yeah, she contracted the virus from basically giving head.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
and it was
crazy.
just like, yo. And the guy, like, she knew the guy that, like, did it. And, like, she contacted him and was like, hey, like, I just got tested and it came back positive for HIV. And he was just like, no, you're lying. Go away. Like, he completely
See, I
blocked her
hate
and everything.
fuckers like that, man.
Yeah.
Yo, she should be reporting this man's name or something like that. Because that shit is.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's scary. And then you're giving it out and somebody's honestly contacting you, telling you, yo, I did this and I got this. And you're like, you're lying. I'm like, my nigga.
Yeah, somebody call me. I'm getting tested ASAP. Like, what? Thanks for the call. See you later.
Thank you for the
Going
call.
straight to that.
But you know what the scary thing is, though? Like, I mean, I wish I had, like, the statistics, because, my boss, he had gave me, like, the statistics, like, from last year of,
Right.
the highest STD.
Right.
And HIV isn't even the highest STD anymore.
Was it gonorrhea?
They have this new, gonorrhea, like, and
That-
chlamydia thing. It's called super gonorrhea.
I heard of it, yeah.
And it's,
The super bug.
yeah, like, it's,
That shit's scary as hell.
actually, HIV was, like, out of the top 10, number 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know it was number 5.
It's like the fact that people are contracting chlamydia, gonorrhea, like, easier than you're contracting HIV. Like,
That's the one thing that keeps me from switching partners. That's literally the one thing that happened. Like, you know what? It's you and me.
Gotta be careful,
We're not doing
man.
this. I ain't trading. It's you and me. That's it. That's it.
Just saying, like, now it's about to be like, excuse me, before we even have sex, I need to see some blood work.
It's getting to that point. I can't say I've ever done that, but it's getting to that point.
Or
Like,
you get, like, some of these guys are going to go straight to the colleges.
I'm gonna
Let's do this.
put that on my Tinder account.
Like, how many partners you have?
I'm negative.
lab works.
Negative. Checked it yesterday. We're good.
How long I checked, how many months have you checked by, how many partners you like, that's mad.
I remember the first time I ever got checked, I had maybe at least 3-4 partners the first time I checked. And you know what's crazy? I was locked up. I was on the boat. I was on a boat. And they had the option like, yo, while you're here, do you want to test if you got... No, actually, I don't know if it was an option or not, but I was with it anyway. Because I was like, you know what? I need to check this out. So let's do this.
It's free.
Right? So like, fuck it. So I'm sitting in my cell. This is a whole nother story. I'll give you guys an explanation why I was locked up another day. But that's not the point where we're at today. So I'm sitting in the cell, waiting for my results. Like, oh shit, yo. There was such and such. That bitch really gets sus. Yeah, then she catch something later. Damn, why don't she lie to me before that? Oh, I hope she did lie to me. Then I'm sitting here thinking about it. Just thinking about shit. Like, damn. But it was like such and such, just sitting there thinking.
Yeah.
Like, and then the guy comes, like, all right, you good? I'm like, I'm good. He's like, yeah. I look at the results. I'm like, oh! Start doing my little dance.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I'm alive. Look at other niggas, you see them sad as shit, like, oh. Like, yo, you didn't make it.
Yo, my God, I remember when I had mine, it was just like, I sat there, and I was like, I didn't have that many parties. Like, yeah, I got a lot. I had one night at parties, and I did use a condom, but you know what? Let me just check myself just in case, because you always have to be that just in case.
Yeah. Just in case, it's
it
really
doesn't
easy.
have to just be sex. Like, it could be, like, accidentally getting a cut and maybe rubbing it against somebody you don't even know about it. Like, shit does happen like that. You could be sitting on the toilet taking a shit and...
I keep hearing the sitting on the toilet shit. Is that...
Yeah,
Do
yes,
people-
yes,
People
yes.
really
Yes.
get
My
STDs from
dude,
sitting on the
yes,
toilet?
my
Yes.
dude.
Oh
You
my
have to
God.
go in
Yes.
there, clean
Yes.
the toilet.
Let me explain something to you.
Dead serious.
Let me explain something to you. All right. Let's say a guy's on the train, okay, and he has syphilis. All right, syphilis is a skin-to-skin disease,
Right.
which means that you do not have to have sex with this person to contract this disease. Okay.
Okay.
Now he has syphilis, let's say in his hand. Okay, and syphilis is basically a bunch of blisters. It's a rash. You know, you scratch it or whatever the case is. It has a liquid inside, which is the actual virus that you know. So he scratches it, pops that blister, and touches the handrail on the train.
Oh God.
Okay, he moves his hand, gets off the train. Somebody else comes onto the train and touches that same handrail where his hand was. He just contracted syphilis.
Oh my God. I'm about to carry sanitizer everywhere I go now.
Let's just carry gloves. That's it.
Yes.
Bang.
Hey, Jesus, Lord Jesus.
I'm carrying
Lord.
double and black
Same
gloves.
thing with herpes. Same thing with herpes.
I was on MTA yesterday, and now I feel like I can go get tested. Oh my God. I was on the LRI the other day. Oh God. Oh no. Oh God. Oh no. Oh shit.
That shit is crazy, man.
Lord. Oh no.
I hear stories like this every day. My boss one time had told us that he had to test a 7-year-old boy that came back positive for syphilis, and boy never had sex. How was it? He got contracted some way.
Jesus Christ.
He
All right.
never had sex though.
Oh my God. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up.
It's fucked to have somebody like, damn, like.
Like, damn. That's just like, you don't even have to have sex to catch STD. That's the, because they used to tell us growing up, like, yeah, don't have sex, you're not gonna catch shit. Apparently, that's not true. That's not true. Like,
Somebody sneeze on you by accident, shit, you can get something.
I'm gonna tell you something that somebody told me that I thought that was true, like the truest thing I've ever heard in my life. So I was talking to this girl, right? She was the homie or whatever, and I was telling her why I don't, like, me and her was basically arguing about why I was still dealing with the girl I was dealing with. She's like, oh, if you have other options, why aren't you dealing with them? I'm like, oh, I'd rather stick to fucking one person at a time. I'm not trying to fuck a whole bunch of girls at one time or whatever, right? And especially because my aunt, she caught AIDS or HIV, one of them, from her husband. Like, her husband cheated, gave it to her and shit, So, as a kid growing up, in my mind, I'm just like, all right, you gotta be careful who you fucking, because anybody can give that shit to you, right? So that's one of the reasons why I kept my roster sheet low, my body counts, right? And she goes, yo, but you said it was from her husband, so it only takes one person that you fuck with to give it to you. So it don't matter if you fuck 100 people or just one person. And I'm just like, shit. Like, it fucked up my whole fucking theory about just like, oh, you're not fucking everybody. You can't catch it. No, that's not true.
Not only that.
Fucks up my whole shit, especially because I'm mad, I have more mad morality against the shit, being born a Catholic, but that's a whole other story.
Not only that, but a lot of people don't know that, HIV has a time period. It's called like the asymptomatic period, which is basically, you get infected, but it can take anywhere up to like a month to 20 years for you to be detected HIV positive.
Oh my God, that's scary.
That's even scary.
So you could have sex, one time and never come back, positive, and then out of nowhere you're positive.
You just remind me of a scene I saw in this movie Rough Night with Scarlett Johansson. You ever seen that movie? Mm-hmm. It's Scarlett Johansson, Zoe Kravitz. It's a full ensemble cast. And there's a scene where the girl's like, "Oh my God, did you have sex with him? Oh my God, you might have HPV." She's like, "Anybody having sex after the 90s got HPV?" And I'm like, "What the fuck do that mean? Mm-hmm. Like, are you saying the whole fucking world now got HPV since the 90s?" Now, and I'm like, since I got checked, there's no result for HPV. But that movie scared the shit out of me. Like, I need to go get myself checked just based off that line alone. Yeah. Like, you don't say shit like that. And
the HPV actually got so bad that they only gave the Gardasil shot to girls, and it got so bad that they started offering to boys also.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I know the one time where I never. Don't make fun of me about this shit. Y'all probably gonna think it's funny as hell, but this shit scared the shit out of me when So one time, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, I'm about to smash a chick. I gotta look smooth as shit or whatever, right? So I shaved my pubes. So I saw American Pie or something. So something convinced me to shave my pubes and shit. So watching that shit. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shave my shit. So smash or whatever. And, a few weeks later, the hair started to grow back.
Itch.
Yeah. So, I'm itching. And then I see a bump. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is that? I'm like, oh my God, I died. And then I go on WebMD. You never go on the internet to find out. Don't self-diagnose yourself. Because I thought I caught AIDS. I was like, oh God, this is it. So I'm like, I'm going to the doctor now so I can get the confirmation. So I'm already in my mind thinking, this is it. I'm going to get the information that I'm going to die. So I only got a few amount of days to write these movies, tell my stories, tell everybody I love them before this is it. So I'm waiting for the doctor. I'm like, all right, doc, give me the results. Let's do this. And he's just like, are you okay? I'm like, no, man, I know I'm dying. Let's just get this over with. And he's laughing his ass off at me. I'm like, this is not a funny situation, doc. Like, I read it on WebMD. I only got a few months to live. Like, well, this is not a time to laugh, doc. Just give me the confirmation so I know what I gotta tell my people. So he's like, bro, you got an ingrown hair. That's it. He's like, you shaved too close to the skin. That's it. I'm like, what? I did what? He's like, you shaved too close to the skin. I'm like, oh. Fuck. Like, I was mad dramatic in there and all that shit. All the way over there I was dramatic. And this is my second time over there. So this is the second time he see me in my dramatic, moody shit. Like oh, God. It was like,
I know he was laughing his ass off.
Yeah, he died. He died in that shit. And he brings up every time I see him now. Like, yeah, man, you want to check it out? You got AIDS now? You want to check? You want to see if you got it now? Like, while I'm here, sure, let's do it.
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. The only time I really overreact like that was, okay, I don't know if it happened to you, but it happened to me. Was when my mother or my sister had their first period and they had to get blood. And I'm like, hey, what the fuck is, Ma, you bleeding? Why are you bleeding? Tell me you're not dying. What the fuck is this? She's like, it's a woman thing. What? Wait, is my girlfriend or wife gonna go, oh, hell no. Oh, wait, what is this? Mom, why are you bleeding? And this was like when I was like, what, 5, maybe 6?
See, I had a girl
going through it.
I had a girl best friend since I was 2. So me and my brother found this shit out early as fuck. She had this book called Your Body, Your Body and Me, or some shit like that.
Oh, the lighter?
Yes, please.
Like it was like Your Body and Me or whatever. It had these colorful images of the girls in the front and talking to themselves. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? You know, I'm just reading my friend's shit because I'm always going through her shit because I'm my best friend. Go through this shit and then it's talking about the female body and what happens when you start maturing. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? What happens to the body? What happens? So I'm asking, I'm like thinking, it's gonna happen to all of us. Like, hey, what the fuck is this? I ain't get a copy of this book. The fuck? Like, hold on.
Exactly why a lot of my female friends, they say, I want to be a guy. Like, I don't even want to be a female, my nigga. Like, dead serious. I wish I had a fucking penis. Like, I wish I didn't have these cramps. I wish I had. I'd have been like, I'd have told them the truth. You're right.
I thank God every day I was born a man. Like, thank you for making me a man.
I've been there.
Thank you, God, for making me a man.
Month. I just look at friends like, yo, fuck you. Like, just get away from me. Fuck.
I thank God every day I'm born a man. Like, I'm like, cause y'all got your food.
Y'all are strong. First of all, y'all got the best gift. Y'all live longer than us.
Yeah, but women got the 3. They gotta go through the 3 P's, man. Perverts, pregnancies, and periods. The 3 shits men we don't have to go through. I mean, there are female perverts.
We die out early.
But we don't have those 3 P's like y'all do. Y'all got literal 3 P's. But I think I did a podcast about that. You gotta go back on the website and check for that. I believe that was the first episode.
We gotta look at it.
Yeah, there's plenty of this.
Definitely, but women are strong. Women are very strong. They have to carry like the strongest I ever seen was a woman carrying triplets or quadruplets. Anything over 5, I think they're the strongest woman in the world.
Right.
But I put it to you like this: as a man, when you have to worry about an antenna and the billions of soldiers swimming around these things that we got to carry around since we was like, what?
You ever seen the movie Look Who's Talking?
Yes.
That movie always solidified what I think it looks like when you bust a nut. You ever seen the movie Look Who's Talking? No. The opening scene is literally the sperm going into the egg. The guy goes into Christy Alley's office, and I think he's married or whatever. And he's like, oh my God, I need you. I gotta have you. And she's like, no, we at work. And he's like, oh, I just can't resist you. I think I stole a lot of that nigga's lines. I can't front. But, he's smashing or whatever. And then, you hear a whole bunch of Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis talking to the other 1,000 of the thieves. Like, hey guys, what's going on? Where we going? Like, oh, what's down there? And Bruce Willis end up in that shit like, oh shit, I'm in the shit. What the fuck? What's going on? It's just that. That's been my every time I think about when you bust a nut, that's exactly what I think is going on. You got 1,000 little niggas talking shit all the way. Like, hey, man, what's going on? What's going on? Where we at? What's going on?
You do realize that I will forever have that image in my head, right?
You have to look at that movie. Look at Talking. It's a classic. The first one and the second one. The third one, they went far because what made the movie cool was you heard the thoughts of a baby. You know, so the baby, it's an adult movie though, so it's not like a kid's movie. So, you know, the kids, you know, seeing the mother going through shit, John Travolta shows up and he's like being like the surrogate father to the kid because he gets stuck babysitting him and shit. It's a cool movie. I love that movie. Love that, one of my favorite movies all the time. But, yes, once you see that scene, and they do it 2 times. They do it for the first baby and the second baby.
Oh my God.
So, and the second baby was Roseanne. So Roseanne was a sperm. Like, when you see Roseanne as sperm, you'll never forget it. You'll never forget it.
We have to go see this.
Right. It's a classic. 1990s, man. You gotta love the 90s, man. You gotta love the 90s. But, man, remember, people, protect yourself in having sex.
And have fun. And don't, like, it's a leap. And all I'm saying is be careful how you do the leap. Protect yourselves.
You know, it's great. I just saw Blockers, too. And it's great because Blockers had the exact same scene when I was telling you guys about hide and go seek and shit. That they actually had a scene just like that in the movie. But there's a scene in it where the couple is playing hide and go seek. It's crazy because I'm sitting here dying watching this movie. I'm like, oh, I played that shit before. But what happened is John Cena and them broke into the crib and they was trying to steal a cell phone. So the wife is like, where are you? And John Cena was like right in front of us, and the other nigga's like, yo, man, you gotta take it for the team, bro. We gotta touch them so they'll take the blindfold off. So the other guy brings his shirt off, so the wife blindfolded touches fucking the other guy. She's feeling on him, thinking it's her husband, like, oh shit. He's like, yeah. So he's like, yeah, baby. So the other husband, who's in front of John Cena, is like, yeah, baby, touch me. Da da da. So John Cena's like, the fuck? And the nigga's like, nigga, you better touch him. He's like, nah, nigga, that's hard. Like, he's like, nah. He's like, brother, you stop being homophobic. He's like, what you mean? What you mean? You want me to put my hand on this nigga? Like, fuck you, me. Like, it got crazy. It got crazy. But it's crazy. The whole movie was about kids trying to lose their virginity. And I'm like, yo.
I mean, we all gotta take that leap one time.
Oh, look, it was the truth.
What, people having sex during prom?
Yeah, that's most of the time.
I was in high school when I did lose my virginity, though. I was 17 years old.
Shit,
but
we're gonna keep that shit a secret between myself.
I was 15.
Shit.
I heard a lot of people had it really, really young. I'm actually happy. Like my whole thing, what kept me doing it for years. I was raised Catholic at one point, and then from Catholic, Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist. So I had a whole bunch of morality clauses in my head about why I shouldn't be having sex. Like, I'm gonna wait till I'm fucking married to have sex. You know, like I ain't having sex until I find my wife, and that's it.
That's every person's
That's
life.
it. I will hope so, but that's what it was. And I've quickly learned some women ain't about that life.
No.
And then they're like, no, I like you and I want that dick.
Now.
I'm getting it.
I'm sorry. I felt like I was raped. It was taped.
No.
I ain't talking about you and me.
That's a whole different story.
That's a whole different
some people,
story.
people other stories aren't, as lovely as mine. Mine was really nice. I mean, not nice, but it was as nice as it could be for, compared to other horror stories I've heard from,
Let me tell you something.
Well, when you lost your virginity?
Yeah. I told you my story. I didn't feel shit. My shit went numb. But, at least, she came back and we did it again and I busted a nut in 2 seconds and she was still with me after that. So it was all good. So I'm not complaining.
This is my thing.
How did you lose yours?
Ooh. Damn.
Oh.
I really don't want to talk about that.
Oh.
I want to keep that.
Matter of fact, we're going to talk about it, but not today because we gonna
save my life.
Yeah, we're going to save that story another time. We're going to save that for another time because we already going in for an hour. We got like a good 8 more minutes before we out of here.
Okay, so
we're going to save that story for another time.
Thank you, God.
You really sitting here for a whole hour?
Yeah,
they did.
But the thing I just want to wrap up with, I brought up Blockers because the whole movie, you had these teenagers, all like making a pact, like, oh, we're gonna have sex. Now I'm not gonna spoil the movie, let you know who actually lost their virginity, of all of them lost it, or but it was, it made me thought a lot about all the movies where you see teenagers trying to fuck. Like, how many movies have you seen where kids are like, yo, I'm gonna learn how to fuck, I'm gonna do this, da da da. There's a lot of movies like that,
Mm-hmm.
And one of the movies that had a big impact on me was this movie called Kids. You with the skateboarders? You ever seen that movie, Kids?
Nah, I didn't think
so. In this movie, this nigga liked to having sex with virgins. His thing was fucking virgins. And it turned out this nigga had an STD.
Ooh.
So he was giving these virgins STDs. So one girl found out. with her, Rosario Dawson, and it's Rosario Dawson, like, one of her first roles, so she's like 14 in this movie, and she was saying nasty shit, talking about what cum tastes like and all this shit, and I'm like, at 16, I'm like, ugh, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Like, that's nasty, but, you know, as I get older, and I'm like, oh, if she started talking about what cum tastes like, that means she would give a head, and I'm like, all right, you know what? And that's another story, guys. Quick note, I read this in a book about with sex tips and shit, guys. Watch what you eat, because whatever you're eating, the girls are going to taste it.
Facts.
So keep that in mind.
Facts.
I read pineapples were good. Real fresh pineapples, not them canned shit.
Chocolate.
Yes.
I don't
And that goes the same way for females, right?
Yes.
You know,
yes.
like
Keep that poom poom sweet.
there you go.
You know, drink some real good cranberry juice.
Summertime is coming up.
Right?
That means heat.
Oh, shit. Quick question for everybody out there. Is it good to manscape in the wintertime or in the summertime?
Definitely in the summer. You got to do it in the summertime. You're going to be sweating and shit. You might as well. Like,
Time to turn the force out.
but
Ladies and
learn from my
gentlemen.
experience, people, don't cut too close to the skin.
Can I just answer that like in a professional term?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so we, you know, I run a youth group, and we kind of, you know, let them know, like, you know, a lot of people who have STDs, you know, they usually cause scars and stuff like that, and people tend to try to hide those by growing a bush.
Okay.
So we try to tell them, like, you know, if your partner does have a bush, like, all right, look, you know, can we trim it down? Like, don't be afraid to, like, see.
Right.
Like, turn the lights on.
Right.
Like, besides the whole...
Oh, yeah,
Inspect
Yeah.
the personnel.
And please, people, use your head. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. I'm not gonna name names here, but I'm gonna tell you a story about a girl who had liked me, but I didn't want to have sex with her because I remember she fucked one of my homeboys. And I'm like, I know this nigga got something, because that's my nigga. The nigga tell me shit. I remember when he got this shit from the doctor. Like, yo, I gotta take these shits out of it. You know, when me, she's been such and such fucked her. Yeah, I remember when you was such and such fucked that bitch. I ran a train on her. Yeah, it turned out that bitch was burning and da da da. Like, oh shit. So both y'all niggas at the same time got that shit. Oh, y'all niggas stupid. But anyway,
That's gross.
right? But when I remembered she fucked that nigga, I'm like, hold the fuck up. I can't fuck this bitch. Like, she came to the crib, made sure I sat like 20 feet away from this shit. Like, we're not getting cozy tonight. Like, I need research. I needed to do research because she wasn't telling me nothing. But I needed to know. So, then you know, I'm hitting up all the girls that she know that I know. I'm like, yo, how you know this chick, da 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 da. So, yo, she fuck with such and such, right? She's like, yeah, she told me this one time, she told green shit coming out his dick.
Oh, my God.
That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. Like, what? And I'm like, wait. Did she still fuck? She's like, yep, and she still let him fuck. Like, what the fuck? You saw green shit coming out of this nigga
no.
dick and you still fucked?
That's gross.
I'm like, but you're not thinking.
That
You're
is
not
nasty.
thinking, bitch. How thirsty are you for the dick?
That's nasty.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's another topic I wanted to bring up. Should a female go to jail for lying about getting raped by a guy?
Yeah, that's because the man's going down for that shit, so hell yeah.
And especially if he was innocent?
Yeah. People are going down for that now. Plenty more women are going down for that now.
Yes.
I think people should go to jail for giving STDs. That's fucked up. You can ruin a person's life.
It's
I think you could- I
No,
think you should
willingly.
report
I mean, knowingly and willingly. If they didn't know, that's one thing. But someone who been tested and there's proof that they tested before and known that they had this shit.
It's actually like illegal, like to like have sex with somebody and not tell them like you're positive for something.
Right. Okay.
You can go to jail for that.
That is very good to know.
Especially if it's like
I'm gonna bring
HIV.
that shit up. Like, hey, bitch, you gonna let me know now? If you lying to me, you can go to jail. It's illegal.
Especially if it's HIV, because people die from it.
Right.
You know, and
You're literally putting somebody's life on the line.
what people, you know, people don't know is that when you have one STD, it opens up your immune system to multiple other STDs.
Jesus.
So
Lord have mercy.
yeah, so that's why there's so many people coming out now that have not one but multiple STDs, and then there's people not properly taking the medications. It's a lie.
It's a scary world out there, man. That shit is scary.
Yeah.
And now you got fucking overpricing the medicine now too. So
You
it's
mean
even
the guy who
harder
bought
to
the
get.
guy who bought the Wu-Tang album?
Shit.
I think he raised the price. I forgot how much they raised, but I know they were charging per pill, and that shit costs money when you charge it per pill.
Shit, he was profiting like a motherfucker. And is he in jail
Yeah,
yet?
he's in jail right now. He's in jail. I think he's in jail. I'm not sure.
If
You know,
he's
these
not-
rich niggas don't go to regular jail. regular, Club Fed. You know what I mean? They're chilling. The niggas play tennis and shit. They're trading stock secrets and shit. Like, the nigga ain't gonna go to no crazy jail. That nigga ain't no Rikers, shit like that. But there are niggas who I've read, like, who had HIV. Like, I would never forget it. There was a guy who was like a basketball player. I forgot which school he was playing for, but he caught AIDS, and every time he went, he gave bitches a fucking STD. Them bitches came together, threw the shit out of that nigga. That nigga in jail right now. Right the fuck now.
Yeah.
So people, get yourself tested. It's not just for you, it's for everybody else. And be cautious when you have sex. Please use your head. Cause like I said, I think about that story all the time. Like, why did this bitch fuck this nigga? Because she saw green shit coming. Like, bitch, what other sign do you need to know this is not the nigga to fuck? Like, come on, bitch. Like, do you need God to come through the fucking window? Like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? That's just crazy. I never thought about that. And I brought that shit up eventually when I spoke to her. I'm like, yo, man, you fuck this nigga? You know this nigga had this shit? She's like, oh, I wish I met you before I hit one. Too late, bitch.
Done.
Too late, bitch.
Me.
like, nah, man. Like, yeah, our story is pretty much done here, but,
Yeah, you're done.
I wish you luck in life.
Much luck.
Well, we can still be friends.
No.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't even fucking respond to a text ever again. But, you say these things just to be nice.
Oh, no.
Yeah. We can still be friends. Delete.
Right, you say that shit just to be nice. You know,
Don't call him back.
Move to another state.
Right.
Shit.
I literally did move from that apartment. That's funny you said that shit. I did move.
Damn.
But people, that was this episode of the Cypher. I made sure this episode was long because we haven't done this show in quite some time. This was a very interesting episode, so we may do another episode again. Not even just to say it. I might have to start a whole podcast just on sex alone because now I have an excuse to pull out all those sex books and we can talk about all them shits.
Oh, yeah.
All the shits. From games to tips to everything. Because there's too much information that I'm just sitting on that I want to share. And, people want to know this stuff. So we're going to talk to y'all guys. But until next time, much love. God bless. 2 peas and chicken grease. I'll see you guys later.
Enjoy your night. Be safe. Good night.
Oh, and smoke responsibly.
Definite.